course of leadership and innovation is really a unique program at Vedica because it doesn't really focus only on the process of innovation or how to make innovation happen in an organization, but it really focuses on how these scholars can become innovative. Because if you can become innovative, there is a potential of you touching anything that then becomes hugely innovative. So the focus on leadership and innovation is provided to these scholars in a way that they learn by means of stories, by means of examples, and most of these stories and examples, perhaps all of them, are based from India. The belief that there is so much wonderful work that has happened in India in the context of leadership and innovation is not only inspiring for the scholars, but it also allows them to say, hey, this is possible, I can do this tomorrow. Well, I try and teach it the same way as I do anywhere else, except that because I'm in India, because I'm in Delhi, there is a little bit more banter, there's a little bit more fun, there's a little bit more jokes, and perhaps a few more digs at just making fun of our lives in a way that it allows us to learn from it. So the course is heavy stuff. It is about leadership and innovation, but it becomes very light-hearted in the way you express some of the cases and the way you walk these students through some of those learnings, that it really becomes a lot more real and near to them. It's fantastic to have such a diverse class at Vedica. I remember in the first batch we had a lot more engineers, and then slowly that number started to reduce, and perhaps we have now taken a fairly acute focus on making sure that the classes are not just diverse in terms of the subjects they may have studied at graduation, but also where they come from, what backgrounds they are from, and what is it that they wish to aspire next after Vedica. And what that does is lends a beautiful flavor to the discussions we have in the classroom. For example, today we had discussions around why innovation is important in the social sector. And just yesterday, we were looking at robotics. And today there's a follow-up question around why leadership, following up from what we have in Russia and Ukraine, needs to really understand the power of innovation to do good. So that diversity of people really lends itself not just to great discussions, but sometimes to great dialogue and even banter. So it really makes a huge difference. See, Vedica provides an environment which is very different from most business schools. In other words, because it fuses liberal arts with strong disciplines in management and personal growth, etc., it not only provides the girls at Vedica a great platform to explore their best capabilities, but also provides that platform on the basis of what really and who really they are. And because of this, not only are they able to contribute almost instantly, they're able to contribute with their head and their heart. The most memorable moment, and they continue to happen with me at Vedica, is when scholars come back, those who graduated in the first batch or the second batch, and perhaps are moving through their career trajectory faster than ever before. They come back and say, you know what we learned in that session on that particular day suddenly became very apparent and very real for me right now. So the fact that their learning is not confined to what happens in the classroom here, that fact that they take that learning all the way through, not just within their work lives. I receive notes and messages and calls from scholars about how these things are helping them become a better person, how all the things that they learned at Vedica are allowing them to be more seamless in whatever they do. And to me, that really is fascinating and very inspiring.